Just to get it out of the way, there's a lot of controversy surrounding this movie. I'm not going to get into all that. I have my own opinions on it, but this is a place for movies. I want to keep it about the art. I will say, even though the film begs you to buy other people tickets so they can see the truth of human trafficking, I highly encourage you to do some research on your own and invest into reliable foundations that will actually make a difference. With that out of the way, let's talk about the film as a film. Well, it's shot nicely, the actors are quite good, and you can tell they use their small budget incredibly responsibly. But the best part of the film by far are the incredible young actors who do an outstanding job portraying the horror, the fear, and the trauma that the characters are experiencing. Thankfully, it's never grotesque or graphic, but it is still deeply disturbing in nature and leads to some extremely emotional and heartbreaking scenes.
How many pedophiles you got?
288.
How many kids you found?
The only real issue I have with the film is the pacing. It doesn't necessarily feel long, but at some point in the middle it felt like it was dragging and I had no idea what act I was even in anymore. Granted, it is hard to effectively pace a film that is based on a true story, but some scenes, no joke, only last about 10 seconds, and then the next scene takes place in a totally different country. It kind of felt like a film version of a Cliff Notes checklist rather than an actual film. This wouldn't be that bad of a hindrance, but it actually made it harder to invest in the adult characters because I hardly knew who they were, and what I did know, especially with the main protagonist, was insanely uninteresting. Sound of Freedom is a mixed bag of an experience, one that is dire and depressing, but a journey that I was glad I embarked on. It's a film that is dark and heavy, but also somehow gives you hope. Unfortunately, most of the characters are bland and forgettable, and feeling like they make the runtime drag when they are on screen. But the mission they are on is so engaging, it makes the entire runtime worth it.
Because you can sell a bag of cocaine one time with a child, 5 to 10 times a day. God's children are not for sale.
Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. My goal is to have an international group of film lovers that can come together and talk about their favorite niche in the whole wide world, movies. So without further ado, go down below and let me know what your thoughts are on the topic. I might not agree, but your opinion always matters, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise.